We are in the middle of an AI gold rush, but if you want to take advantage of it, you need to have the right tools to use. Now, I've tested hundreds of AI tools over the past few months, but most of them, sadly, are complete garbage. But there are a select few that I think are the best if you're looking to make money online using AI. And in this video, I'm going to reveal what all of these are and how you can get started with them today. Okay, so what I've done is I've broken down this video into different sections that I'll have timestamped down below. Now, each section will talk about a different way that you could potentially make money online with a different tool. So you can skip around and go to the section that you want to learn about. I'll also have links to all these tools down in the description for you to check out. Some of those are affiliate links, but some of them aren't. I'm giving you the best AI tools, regardless of whether they have an affiliate program or not. But for all of them, I do want to throw out this disclaimer that I am not promising you any results with any of the tools or methods I'm going to be showing you in this video. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only, and there's never any guarantee that even if you have the right tools, you're going to make some money. All right, so with that out of the way, let's jump right into the first category, and we'll talk about the best tool to get the job done. So for category number one, I want to talk about one of my favorite AI tools. Now, I personally believe that the best way to make money with AI right now is to take an existing business model that has been proven to work for years and to put AI into it. And based on my experience, one of the top ways I have made money online is with e-commerce. And now with AI, it's even easier than ever to get started. So right here, we are taking a look at this e-commerce store. People can come on here. This shop is live. They can shop for items. This is a pet sort of product store where people can come in and actually make purchases. Now, what's amazing about this website is that this was created 100% using AI. And even better than that, the AI tool that I used to build this is completely free to use. So this is what I used. It's called buildyourstore.ai. Again, if you want to use this absolutely for free, make sure to use my affiliate link for it in the description down below because they unlocked this special free deal just for my subscribers. So once you click on that, you'll land on this page and you can click on this big button here that says build my free store. Then you'll create an account and answer some questions. Now, the AI is actually just going to walk you through the setup process. They're actually going to prompt you with some questions about what kind of store do you want? Do you want a pet store? Do you want an electronics store? Do you want a fashion store? Answer some questions about what you want it to look like. And then the AI is going to get to work and actually build it out for you. And by the end of it, you will have a beautiful Shopify store just like this one right here. And on the back end, you'll have it all set up to automatically fulfill orders and have the items shipped out to your customers automatically and hands off for you. So without doubt, I think this is one of the easiest ways to get up and running when it comes to creating a Shopify store. Again, if you want to try this out for yourself, click the link in the description down below and get signed up and start using Build Your Store. Okay, let's talk about tool number two, because now that you have a beautiful e-commerce website, it creates a new problem. How are you actually going to drive traffic to your website? And that's where AI generated UGC comes in. Now, if you're not familiar with UGC, it stands for user generated content. And basically it's when you see someone on like Instagram or TikTok talking about a product, I can say, oh, I love this water bottle. I love all the features of it. And here's a link where you can buy it. But instead of having a real person or influencer do that, you can actually use AI and create an AI influencer who is talking about your product in a way that feels very authentic and real. And then you can drive traffic to your new e-commerce website or to whatever you are trying to sell, wherever it is online. So for example, let's look at this video right here that I already created. So this AI influencer is going to be talking about this gym bag that I was trying to sell on one of my e-commerce websites. So let's watch the video.
Tired of your gym bag turning into a chaotic mess? Meet the ultimate duffel, designed for men and women, water resistant, ultra durable, and built to last. With a dedicated...
I think you get the idea. So super cool that is completely AI generated. And to make these is really, really cool. So this is a tool that I use. It's called Create UGC. Again, a link for this will be in the description down below. Once you have a product you want to sell, maybe it's already on your e-commerce website, all you have to do is log in to Create UGC, click on New Video, and paste in your product URL. So for instance, let's say it's this water bottle that's available on Amazon. Well, all I'm going to do is copy down the URL, come over here, paste it in, and then I can choose which type of video I want to make. So it can be a reaction video, a product in hand, or a product in hand that's using VO3, so a little bit of a better model. So I'm going to go ahead and choose this one and click on continue. Now the AI automatically brought in the title from Amazon, the product description, as well as all of the images, and you have to choose which one you actually want to use in the video. So I'm going to go ahead and choose the main image and then click on next. Now this is available in different aspect ratios. I'm just going to leave it at general, which is 9:16, English 8 seconds. And then you actually get to choose the AI influencer who's going to be talking about your product. So you can scroll through here and look at all of them. I'm just going to choose this woman right here. I think that's more than enough. And then we're going to have 3 AI generated scripts that you can choose between, or you can write your own script if you want to. So I really like this first one right here. So we're going to go with that one. And then I'll click on generate. Okay, so our video is now ready. Let's go ahead and watch it together.
I never drank enough water before this huge bottle. The time markers keep me motivated. Grab yours now.
Guys, like, this is just insane to me how far AI has come. All we did was upload a link to this product. It was able to pull the product out, remove the background and all the other stuff around it, put it in this AI model's hands, and she understands exactly what it is. Notice how she's pointing to it because she understands that there are lines on the bottle. Notice also the water inside the bottle is actually moving around. It looks so realistic. This absolutely blows my mind how well this works. And so yeah, this is why I absolutely love Create UGC when it comes to creating content like this, because it is just always so amazing. So next we are going to talk about a tool that allows you to create AI generated music on the fly. You can sell this music or potentially use it in YouTube videos or social media content, anything like that. Now, there are some rules when it comes to actually using AI generated music. We're not going to dive into that in this video, but I did want you to be aware of that so you can do your own research. But once you square that all away, this is a tool that I have used to create AI generated music and had massive success with it. It's called 11 Labs, and this is primarily famous, so to speak, or well known because of its text-to-speech generator. Considered one of the best in the business. We're going to actually talk about that later in the video. But this, most people don't know, does a lot more than just text-to-speech. There's also sound effects, and of course, what we're talking about is music. So let's navigate to the music section. I'll show you how this works because this is really cool and actually really fun to use as well. So all you have to do in order to create this AI generated music is just explain in this box exactly what you're looking for. So for instance, I can tell it easy lo-fi study music with a nice beat. Now, obviously you can get a lot more specific with this, but if you're not very musically in tuned and you don't really know the technical jargon, that's okay. You just describe what you're looking for and it's able to make it. Now down here are some settings. If you change this, this will produce more variations. I usually find that just doing one variation is great. Usually the one it produces is more than fine. And if I do 2, it's just kind of a waste of credits. So I just do one variation. You can also change how long the song is. For purposes of this, I'm just going to keep it at 30 seconds. And then finally, we have lyrics. So if you don't want lyrics in your song, and for a lo-fi beat song, I don't want lyrics, so I'm going to choose instrumental. But if you wanted to, you could choose custom lyrics and actually put in here what lyrics you want, or you could have the AI actually auto-generate lyrics for you. But like I said, we're going to stick with just an instrumental beat or an instrumental song, and then I'll go ahead and click on generate. Before I do that though, you'll see right here how many credits this is going to cost you. And I'll talk more about credits in a moment. So here we can see it is now at work generating the song. You can see it moving along down here on the bottom. What I like about this is that they break this down into different sections. We have an intro, we have a main beat, and we have an outro. And here you can see all those sections in here as well. You can see exactly what styles it included and which ones it excluded. So now it looks like it's ready. So let's go ahead and play it and give this a listen. Yeah, so I'm always super impressed that it's able to produce AI generated music so quickly just from a simple prompt. Now, what I also love about this is that if you want to make any changes, super easy to do. All you have to do is come into this box right here, tell it what changes you want to make, or you can actually make some changes up here as well. So up here, we can see what styles they included and what styles they excluded. So let's say, I listened to this and I realized that, yeah, I did ask for easy listening, but that's not quite what I was going for actually. So that's my fault. So what I would do is up here in included styles, I would just get rid of easy listening. I might even get rid of like mellow beat and relaxing. And under excluded styles, I would get rid of fast tempo so that it could include fast tempos and anything upbeat and energetic as well. And then I could even describe what changes I want to make and then click on generate. And then we would get a different variation of the same song. So you can really sort of stylize this exactly the way that you want. So let me come back to the main page because I want to show you how this actually produced lyrics as well, because this is insanely powerful. So I'm going to type in here what type of song I want, house music with a great drop. Again, we'll just do one variation and 30 seconds. Now, this time I do want lyrics. I could do custom ones. I'm just going to let it auto generate lyrics and I'll click on generate. Now, this time when it generates, you're going to notice something a little bit different because right here, we actually have the lyrics as well, which is super helpful because when you are making changes, you can tell it what lyrics to change in which section of the song. And you can also change, by the way, the style of any section or the duration of any section. And to do that, all you have to do is click right here where it says mark for regeneration. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's actually give this a listen. All right, so I love that. Didn't have a lot of lyrics in that one, but that's just because of the nature of the style that I chose. But yeah, I mean, I'm always super impressed at how good it sounds and how good the lyrics and the voices sound as well. It's just crazy how far AI generated music has come. Now, let's talk about the pricing real quick, and then I'll show you one more feature. So if you want to try out 11 Labs, I'll have a link for it in the description down below. If we come up to subscriptions, you'll notice that there is a free plan and it is quite generous. They give you 10,000 monthly credits, which allows you to really try this out and do a lot with it. Now, warning about that, if you are on the free plan, you can use the music commercially. However, you have to attribute it to 11 Labs. There's some fine print about how you're allowed to use the music. So it's better if you are going to use it commercially to sign up for at least a starter plan. It's only $5 a month and you get 30,000 credits. This is one of the cheapest tools on this list. So if you are going to use it commercially, the safer bet is to just go with the starter plan. Now, like I said, in addition to music, there's one other thing I want to show you, which is sound effects. This is super helpful as well. So let me show you some of the sound effects you can make. So for instance, you could do dog barking, and here it actually produced 4 different variations for us. Let's go ahead and give one a listen. So a little dog. Yeah, so just super cool that you can do all these type of sound effects, like a camera shutter. Here's immersive beach ambiance, epic cinematic logo reveal. So just anything you can think of, even any sort of background noise you can make with 11 Labs. So again, if you want to try this out completely for free, a link for this will be in the description down below. Next, for any type of creative or design work, like creating YouTube thumbnails, editing images, generating images, then I think the best tool for the job is Google's Nano Banana image generator. And for videos, I believe it's Google's Veo 3 video generator. Now you can access that through Gemini. You get a couple of them free every single day. However, that's not my preferred method. I actually love this tool right here. It's called Polo AI. And the reason I love this is because this actually brings all the top models for both image and video generation into one platform. And there's just a huge list of different tools that are available to you. So take a look right here. For instance, we can do AI lip sync, AI image enhancer, AI video upscaler, photo restoration, video subtitle remover, AI video extender. There's a whole lot. So coming over here on the left, I can click where it says AI video, and we can either do image to video, which means you upload an image and it turns into a video, or text to video. And then obviously in here, you can describe exactly what you want. And what I love about this is that you can choose whichever model you want. So I absolutely love Google VO 3.1, like I just mentioned. However, there's also Sora 2, and I also love Sora 2, and I go back and forth between both of them. There's also other models in here as well. All the top models are in here. You can also choose exactly which aspect ratio you want and the number of video outputs. So you can do like 2 video outputs and then compare which one you like the best. And these are a lot of things that you can't do natively inside the Gemini app. You could also do things like consistent characters, AI avatars, AI shorts. Mimic is really cool. I haven't experimented with this yet, but you could, for instance, upload a video of someone. Let's say they're like walking down the street, just like this video right here. And then you can go ahead and upload a photo of yourself and you'll replace the person in the video, which is pretty cool. You can do some cool stuff with that. They also have this really cool thing called effects. These are really fun to play with. And what you do is you can upload an image of yourself and it automatically creates these trending viral looks. So for instance, this one right here, upload a picture of yourself and it'll create this video of you, and then it super zooms out to show the entire earth. There's some other cool ones as well, like you can put a photo of 2 people who are next to each other and make them hug. So lots of cool stuff. They also have images in here as well. So text to image right here. Again, top models. And the day I'm recording this, Google's Nano Banana Pro just came out yesterday and they already have it here in the app. So they're always on top of bringing in the latest models, so you can just have access to the best ones in here, image to image, and they also have those effects for photos as well. So this is just like the best suite I found to get access to all these different tools in one place. If you want to try this out for yourself, again, a link for this will be in the description down below for you to sign up and actually try out Polo AI and get access to all of this. Now, so far, we have not really used any traditional AI chatbots except for Gemini for image creation. And that's because when it comes to any type of written content or anything that requires a chatbot, I actually don't recommend that most people use something like ChatGPT, because if you do, it just limits you to this one model or just a couple of models. I really like these aggregators that allow you to switch between several different models so you can see which one is the best for your use case. Now, the one that I recommend is called i10X. Again, I'll have a link for this in the description down below. And here's what's really cool about it. So right here is a traditional AI chatbot that you might be used to. However, if you click on this menu right here, you can choose between all the major models. So we have GPT-5 Mini, GPT-5, Gemini 2.5 Pro, Gemini 2.5 Flash, Grok, DeepSeek. We have other GPT models. We have, what else do we have in here? Meta's models, all of Claude's models. So all the major models in one place. But what's also really cool is here on the left, the chat arena, because this allows you to send the same prompt to 2 AI models at once to see which one gives you the best results. So let's try this out. I'm going to put in here GPT-5, and then on the right, we're going to go ahead and use Claude. Let's do Claude 4.5 Sonnet. And I'm going to paste in this prompt. It says, reply to this email from an angry customer, and here's the email from the customer. Send, and we'll see which one gives us a better response. Now, GPT-5 is moving much faster, but oftentimes I find when it comes to emails, Claude is actually a lot better. Let me give these a quick read over. Yeah, and actually both of these are good, but I do like Claude's just a little bit better. So now I know for the future, hey, anytime I have an angry customer or need a response for a customer, I'm going to use Claude Sonnet instead of GPT-5 just because it's giving me a better result. There's a lot of other stuff you can do in here as well, like they have AI image creation, where you can actually use Google's Nano Banana as well as OpenAI's models and a bunch of other ones as well. They have deep research, which is basically when you put in a question and it's going to search the web for you to really go deep on that question and actually give you the best results based on what it's able to find with search results. You can also chat with PDFs and different documents. You can create AI videos. You can create agents. So there's a lot you can do inside this one tool. But predominantly what I use it for is just being able to switch models at will between all of the major models, and having that all in one place for me is extremely, extremely valuable. Next, let's talk about some ways you can actually build out complete apps for your own business or to sell to other businesses. Now, there's actually two ways to do this, the beginner version and the advanced version. And that really depends on how technical you are. And both of these tools that I want to show you are by Google. And as of right now, both of them are completely free. So the easier one that I want to show you first is called Opal. And you can access this at opal.google. This is a dashboard, pretty minimal. And down here, you'll see some examples of different apps that were created with Opal. So we have a business profile, a city builder, which is like a game, things to help you learn from YouTube videos. So it will turn YouTube videos into quizzes to help you learn. Lots of cool stuff. But if you want to create your own, just click up here on the top right, click on Create New, and you just have to describe down here in plain English exactly what you want. It's that simple. So I'm going to say to it, create a task tracking app for kids. And then you click on submit, it will get to work. And it's usually really, really fast at generating these different apps for you. And there we go. On the right here, we get a preview of the app. So let's go ahead and try it out. I'll click on start. Then it's asked me to put in what the different tasks are. So I can say brush teeth, clean room, and feed cat. And then here it generated this awesome checklist that the kids can then use once they actually do all of their tasks. So this is a pretty simple example, but going back here, you can probably see some better ones in the ones that they've created. So for instance, this app, which will give you book recommendations based on the input that you put in. So like it'll ask me like what kind of genres you like, put all that in, and then it's actually going to give you some book recommendations. So really cool little apps that you can make. And then what's really neat is if we come back to like this kid task tracker app, if you're happy with this, you can actually share this with people. I can click up here where it says share app. I will actually get a link to it right there that I can share with anyone, and anyone can use this. It's that simple. Now, like I said, there is a more complex version of this, and that is inside of Google AI Studio. If you come to aistudio.google.com, this is really more for developers, and you click here on the left where it says build. This will allow you to build out full apps that you can then deploy wherever you need to. There's a little bit more technical know-how involved in order to be able to deploy them. But if that's what you're looking to do, this is a completely free tool that you can use to actually build out the app. For this next category, we are going to talk about the best setup for any type of research that you need to do. And for this one, we have another dual setup. So I always like to start my research by using Perplexity because this is just the best when it comes to doing any type of deep research where you really want to know a lot about a subject. A lot of people call Perplexity the Google alternative because it's just really good at searching for anything. Now you can come to perplexity.ai to use this. There are some free credits that you get every single day. However, it's not on like the advanced ones, I don't think. However, I never use this because i10x, which I mentioned before, has Perplexity built in. So because I'm already paying for this, I already have this. This is the way that I access Perplexity. So if you have i10x, you can come over here and click on Deep Research. Again, I'll have a link for i10x in the description down below. But once you click on Deep Research, this actually gives you access to Perplexity Sonar Pro, which is the top Perplexity model that they have. And what I love about Perplexity search is this. So let's go ahead and search for something. Let's say I'll tell it, I'm planning a trip to Japan. What are the top things I should know about so the trip goes smoothly? And what are the top resources to look at? I will go ahead and enable search. That will give it real-time access to the web. And then I'll click on send. So first, like I just alluded to, one thing I love about it is that it does have real-time access to the web. A lot of other AI models are using, quite frankly, outdated information. Second thing I love about it is that it's fast. You see how fast it's able to pump out all that information. Third thing I like is just how well organized it is. It really kind of feels like more of a report. And finally, I love the citations. Anytime it talks about anything, you get a citation to it, to the source, so you can make sure that what you're seeing is actually accurate. And so now, armed with this, what I like to do is I come over to this tool right here. This is a free tool by Google called Notebook LM. And what I love about Notebook LM is like this is a very easy way to organize and store information. And they do that in these things called notebooks. So I'll go ahead and create a new notebook. And what you do is you upload any sources that you have. So I could just copy all of this text and upload it here as plain text. Actually, let me do that. I'll copy it, come here, copy text, and go ahead and paste that in and insert. And now on the left here, you'll see that as one of the sources. Now I will add another source. This time I'm going to come to one of these. So let's say I really like the information in this paragraph about public transportation. I'll go ahead and open up the citation for that, which is this website. I will grab that URL and I will now add in that link. And you can actually add in multiple links here. I'll do that one for now. And you can even add YouTube videos as well, or anything you have in your Google Drive, or upload files for that matter. So once you have all the sources in here on the left that you want, the cool thing is that you can actually start chatting with all this information. The information is what determines what the chatbot knows. So you can say, oh, when should I visit? Or help me plan out my actual vacation, sort of step by step with my itinerary. If you sort of want this put together as a presentation, you can actually click over here where it says video overview, and this will create a video for you with someone talking, explaining about an essential guide to traveling in Japan. You can get an audio overview, you can get a report. So it's just really, really cool the way that all this information is now available to you once you bring it into Notebook LM. Again, this is completely free. Just come to notebooklm.google.com. And again, I just think that Perplexity is the best for research, whether you use perplexity.ai or you have access to i10x because this has the Sonar Pro built in as well. Now, this video is getting quite long, but I want to cover a few more tools that I think are absolutely fantastic, depending on what type of business you have. So first, for any type of AI voice cloning, where you want an AI clone of yourself, I think the best tool for that, hands down, is 11 Labs. Now, I haven't made a full video about 11 Labs yet, but I do plan to do so in the future. So if you don't want to miss out on that, make sure to subscribe. So I showed this earlier in the video, but this is their text-to-speech function. So what I did right here was I cloned my own voice. You can see that over here on the right. I just typed out exactly what I want my voice clone to say. I click on generate. Thanks so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please let me know in the comment section down below which tool was your favorite. That was pretty impressive. Not perfect. Some of the inflection was a little bit off, but I'm just learning how to use this. There are ways you can actually change the inflection as well. And I think that sounds super, super realistic. Now, the other tool I want to talk about is one that you can use as a second brain. So if you haven't heard about second brains yet, this is basically a place where you keep all of your notes in one place. And now you can use AI to actually interact with all of those notes. So the way I do that is with Notion. Notion is super powerful. It's always been really amazing for keeping notes, but now they've integrated AI. You can use ChatGPT, you can use Claude, you can use Gemini to actually interact with your notes. It is way powerful, and I'm just starting to understand the potential of this. So if you want to learn more about this, I will be doing a video in the future. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that one. Finally, if you need some sort of AI tool to help you with brainstorming for your business, then I think the best option for that is ChatGPT. Their voice mode is just the most realistic, the most seamless, and I'm just able to converse with it very naturally and get a lot of feedback from it as if it is a brainstorm partner. So for instance, I use it on my desktop all the time. I also use it on my iPhone, just activate it. And I can say something like, hey, I'm trying to come up with an idea for a new YouTube video.
Awesome. I'm all ears. Let me know what kind of ideas you're tossing around and we can brainstorm from there.
There are other AI tools that have voice mode like this, but I just think that ChatGPT's is the best and most natural. So there you have it. Those are the best AI tools that I have found when it comes to making money online or building a business. Hopefully this saves you a ton of time and helps you find the right tools for your business. Now, I know that not all of the tools I covered in this video are free. Some of them do cost money. But if you want to learn about completely free AI tools that you can use, then click on this video right here. These are all awesome tools and all of them are completely free. So click right here and I'll see you over there in just 1 second. Bye for now.